Okay. Hey, good morning, Mercy.
Good morning.
So this is the last day for your program, and so everybody's getting ready to go home. And,
Yes.
and how's everybody feeling?
So, we had good improvements in each person. And also, we had to figure it out so many things and, some people. But, it's been a very great learning experience.
Oh, praise the Lord. That's wonderful
Mhm.
to hear. So this morning, we're just going to talk with a couple people that were there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
who are we going to talk to?
We're talking with John. We're talking to John this morning. He had an amazing story.
Okay.
So we can start by asking John. First thing, hope it was good experience for you coming to Jersey
Fantastic.
Store.
I'm so glad that I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not only my health, but it's a lovely place as well. Just beautiful and such a peaceful rest away from telephones and computers and the noise of cities.
Mm-hmm. So, John, how long have you been dealing with digestive issues?
I actually since 1999 I've dealt with digestive issues, but my food allergies went back even farther, probably into my childhood, and I'm 52 now.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of thinking about 30 years, around 30 years or plus,
Yes.
perhaps.
And it's been very significant for
Mm-hmm.
like the last 20. Since I was put on antibiotics, I was
Mm-hmm.
on INH for 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and
and
INH is for tuberculosis.
for tuberculosis.
Okay, so
Yes,
it's a very powerful antibiotic.
it is. It is. And nobody ever said anything about taking your probiotic at the same time.
Yeah, we
So at,
do that.
at the end of that course, there was in September of that year, probably about a month after being off of the antibiotic, in a period of a week, my digestion, I would say, just shut down.
Mm.
And it was years where I'd say 10 years, I couldn't even feel my stomach at all. I didn't know when I was full or when I was hungry.
Mm.
And it was a real challenge to eat and
Mm-hmm.
to know what to eat during that period.
Uh-huh. And then also you've been dealing with pain, severe pain after you eating.
Oh, yes, I've had a lot of digestive issues, a lot of discomfort, pain, distension, and many other different kind of symptoms. I haven't been able to gain weight. For example, now I'm 115 pounds instead of 6 foot tall.
You're 6 foot tall and 115 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And
you look forward to gain weight, right? We were talking about once, all the inflammation is gone and, leaky gut is gone, then we can expect you gaining weight. But you're looking great today. You're looking very healthy. And yeah, skin color is
okay,
pretty
so
good.
Mercy, I just want to summarize just because it might be difficult for people to hear because of the audio and all of that. And so John's was put on an antibiotic for tuberculosis at a very young age, and after which point his digestive system got even more um, uh, uh, injured. And I think the other time we were talking, he had said, or you had told me that he had had some kind of study done and it showed that he had quite a bit of inflammation in his intestinal tract.
Yeah, you were saying that from,
Yes.
let's see.
I've had a couple of endoscopes,
Okay.
and when the gastroenterologist looked at the test, they said basically I was raw or inflamed from stem to stern.
Imagine that.
Just so from the mouth, the esophagus, the tube, that goes down the whole digestive system is all inflamed. And so for this reason, you definitely have had malabsorption. You've not been able to absorb the nutrients that you've been eating, and whatever food that you have been eating has been causing you symptoms, whether it's abdominal pain, what other kind of symptoms, just not being able to gain weight. And
well, there's many other things. One that has been spoken of here is my memory, because of course, with the connection with your gut to your brain, there's whatever kind of damage takes place with your brain tissue. So my memory has been a very serious issue. Actually, at one point, I couldn't remember a lot of my life, but today there's been obviously a lot of healing in my digestive system over the years. and now I'm going to come to another level. But it was only for me memorizing Bible texts that actually restored a lot of my memory.
Praise the Lord. That's wonderful.
Oh, that's wonderful. And as well, I had rashes like on my arms. They were candida rashes. And then, just the poor digestion, so not knowing when to eat, bad breath as well. I had my skin was itchy. I itched all the time from being sensitive to different foods. My nails were very weak. My hair was brittle also. And I would have erratic vision. As my digestion is poor, then sometimes during the day I could see clearly. At other times it wasn't so clear.
So you were mentioning also that the itchy is gone.
Oh, the itchy is gone. So while I've been here, I've been testing different foods, and so this morning I'm going to try blueberries to see, because with some foods I'll literally respond within 30 seconds to a minute, as I did with blackberries yesterday.
Yeah. So what we are doing is early in the morning, about 6:30 or early, we have him test some foods. So then from there we decided if we're gonna add that food to your breakfast, right, or to your lunch.
Right.
So we're testing one at a time, and we're finding out what foods he can eat, he cannot eat, because it's just very difficult in his condition. But we sorted it out, and now he knows how to do when he goes home, how to implement new foods without being a problem, right? Another thing that we figured out was the sharp pain that possibly the GI doctor told you that was a gastritis ulcer, right?
Exactly.
So now we're working on it.
Yes, and so we have simple work with that, and just sprouting broccoli sprouts, which is healing for
the H. pylori that you had an H. pylori problem. So the doctor mentioned that you should do the broccoli.
I had H. pylori positive test like about 10 years ago, and that was treated, but because of frequent travel internationally, it's very possible that I was reinfected.
So how do the broccoli sprouts help? Like, how are you supposed to take them for gastritis and that kind of thing?
So we're thinking to do it every day, to eat the sprouts every day in the salad.
Yeah,
so good amount to broccoli.
How specifically does the broccoli sprouts help with the H. pylori?
Well, there's studies that shows that it helps destroy the H. pylori, just the broccoli sprouts. So that's what there's studies on the medical, research.
Mercy, I have to go in like 2 minutes, but I just wanted to ask John, I know that you had cut out gluten about a year ago, I think, and you had made some improvement over the years. You're doing a lot better than you even used to be, but you weren't really happy with you wanted to get better even. And so can you just tell me what were some of the main things that you improved upon in this last 10-day period of time at the program? What were the most important things that you felt that it gave you?
That it gave me in a large part, what it gave me tools or gave me knowledge, because as you read on the internet, as you try to find answers as to what's going on with yourself, there's only pieces and parts of information out there. Nothing was synthesized for me. And so here there's, at Years Restored, there was the whole package of knowledge, basically. I didn't know from A to Z truly what was going on in my body, and then how to restore my body. And so that's why I've been struggling for something like 20 years, because nobody anywhere in the medical community had an answer for me as to what to do.
Okay, can I ask you to clarify that a little bit, just because, you're a very intelligent guy and you've been reading about this a lot. You've been going to different people. I know you've been seeing really good health practitioners. And so I guess I'm just curious, what do you mean? Because you knew that you had, these digestive issues. You knew a little bit about leaky gut and that kind of thing. But what do you mean that you couldn't put these things together?
Okay, so what we're dealing with is inflammation here. And many different things cause inflammation in the digestive tract. But how much of the people in the world actually knows that you have to cut out all animal products, for example, that's an inflammatory thing in the body? As well as we maybe hear about wheat being an issue, but do we know that we have to avoid corn as well. And then, of course, I've gone and I've done tests that have tests for inflammation in the body. I did a test with Intero Labs. Finally, prior to that, I had done, I think it was 2 or 3 different tests for celiac. And the blood testing told me that I wasn't celiac. And so I continued to eat things that were from flour. You know, it was saying that I didn't have celiac disease, so I continued to eat flour. And it was only because other people's experience around me that were saying, hey, when I cut out flour, I stopped having pain in my joints, I stopped having pain, whatever. And I said to myself, well, maybe I need to cut out eating wheat. So I stopped wheat altogether probably about a year and a half ago. But that doesn't mean that I stopped eating corn. I didn't know to stop eating corn.
Mm. But when you test for Intero Lab, then you showed more than that, even more than corn. You showed very important information that is making a difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was you that referred me to Intero Lab, and I had never had such a specific test before as Intero Labs.
Oh, that's really good to know. I mean, I think it's really good to know that these different lab tests can give you different information, because I just have taken another test. I'll share that with you, and maybe it would be helpful for you too in the future. You know, Mercy, the test that I was telling you about, and but it's just good to know, like, these different tests, they have their different strengths and helpfulness, you know, and so it's I'm so glad. I have to run to work, you know, but I am just so blessed hearing your story, and you know, just hearing about how you are doing, and you know, I'm going to be praying for you and the other people who are going through this program, because I know, you know, it's always an up and downhill type of journey, right? But it's such a blessing whenever you come to a place like this where you just feel like, I've had a paradigm shift and I have hope, and I think I know that things are going to get better.
Exactly. And you know, not only do I have the information now of what's going on in my body and the science, but I know what to eat now.
Yeah.
I know how to put together a different package.
Right.
So that's so important.
Well, praise the
Thank you so much for coming, John. We really enjoyed you being here, and you being
Thank you.
all of us.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. God bless you.
Thank you.
And
God bless.
I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Okay.
God bless. Okay. Have a safe trip back, and let's keep in touch. Okay.
Will do.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. That's awesome.